Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Apollo Justice Trilogy. Yes, in the last episode, we had gone about the wonderful world of Ace Attorney Dual Destinies and continued on with the special episode Turnabout Reclaimed. We had just started the trial for Turnabout Reclaimed. The final trial of Turnabout Reclaimed. So we're just going to jump straight back into it. Let's see what we can do. We were also doing something to do with Dr. Crab. But then we found that the defense would like to submit evidence that the witness knew about Orla's condition. Which I cannot lie. Oh yeah, it was the torpedo data. The torpedo. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? With this advanced data system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo? Dr. Crumb? How dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction to my courtroom? The torpedo, or Tele-Observation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organizer. I know, it's just as stupid as it sounds. It's a data system. Well, until yesterday, Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police. It's illegal? Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation. Oh, the little penguin's making sure he's okay. He's starting to sweat a bit though, Dr. Crab, so I can understand why. This is actually quite cute. Son of a gun. Just you and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Yeah, okay, it's true. I'm using a legal system to monitor creatures' aquarium. System uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the orca pool too. These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on creatures. If I find abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with sound. Oh my goodness! How very high-tech. But if it's legal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in. But he made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead. The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation. Can you prove that statement? Yes, actually, I can. What's with them? I guess this is also high tech for Prosecutor Blackwell, but it's making him a little funny. Funny? Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They would automatically switch off. I see. But where's the sensor in the orca pool located? I don't know. Jack is the one who attached it for me, so... You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like the one you just showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. Table? Do you mean the table in this photograph? That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? The table is on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved. Damn it. Oh, and so if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool... Precisely. Without water, the poor torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. Well, the only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago, and the investigation was yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about all his condition yesterday. Did you hear that right, Dono? Yes, water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used. But if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor is always on except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. Get it now? In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Why? Why? Order in court. It's completely such a defense's argument. But... Come on, let's still remains that Oler was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug. But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? You're right. Well, that hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the orca and detective is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. Someone did? I'm afraid I don't remember that. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? It was the defendant, Sasha Butler. Yeah! So that is the organ that stands accused, is it? Oh, she's waving a flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering the loss too. Well, I wish Phoenix and Athena good luck. So her argument is that Miss Butler is the one who gave the orca the drug. The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Butler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulate the orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with a sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. Is there anyone else who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? It's true the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca. If I remember correctly, didn't, what's his name? In this at some point. I mean, I could be wrong, because maybe that's just one of his sprites. But are they trying to hint at that? Maybe, maybe not. And that raises even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
The defense objects to the prosecution's claims. Well, you still haven't admitted defeat. Prosecutor Blackwell, I don't appreciate the way you only mentioned the parts that are convenient for you. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The prosecution failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one to feed Orla. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Athena remembers now, too. Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Yeah, that's definitely Thingy. That's Marlon. Oh, Mr. Wright. No! I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Orla during the trial was...
Take that!
Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flop of feeding the orca.
Objection!
Objection! So you remembered, did you? They see a time for a truce, so a fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Miss Lawyer, Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important crew members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept all that truth you find. Here. Take this. That charm. It's a charm that matches the one Azura's son has had, isn't it? So, you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Krabs? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time, I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Miss Lawyer, to figure out whose charm it is. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab. After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too. And now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to witness stand. What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's kind of told me anything. Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca. I see. Well, if it's already out. Mr. Rhymes? Is he really going to admit it? And I'll tell you the truth. Sasha's lying to protect the other orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orca killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slap into the water. So I thought the orca should pay the consequences. Now we're back to the orca again? I did not see that testimony coming. Now wait 1 minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, Captain Sasha and me, were cleaning the pool room. But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha is lying to protect the orca. She can tell the truth. Sasha put blood in the school rock herself to make a fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the orca. Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that? Hey, it's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if you wasn't lying? If the orca did it, you win your case. What?
This is all very hard to believe, actually. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer.
I mean, if we turned our backs on Orla, you'd say Sasha?
Have a witness lie to save your own client? What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right?
Objection!
Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty. You have no intention of going back on our assertions now. Well, you see it, Mr. Wright. All you gotta do is admit the orca did it, and Sasha goes free. Isn't the lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent, and we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent too. Acting in the client's best interest is the important part of our jobs as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence. Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca? You can only see one of them. I don't know about that. Well, I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh, yeah? Go ahead and try. I will do just that. I can't tear down his testimony. I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing.
Hold it!
Okay. What exactly do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about? Oh, that was a click. Sasha put the bloodstain on the school rock and her stuff herself as false evidence. She had fake traces to try and save the orca.
Objection!
Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I will seal your mouth shut. The defense supports the prosecution's idea. Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy. I want to save both Orla and Miss Buckler. I won't accept anything less. Now that's understood, please continue with the testimony. Fine.
Objection!
No, I didn't think so. It was worth a shot. It was the times more than anything. It was worth a shot, though. It's been 8 years. Can't you go easy on me?
Hold it!
When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full. You went into the orc pool room and saw this yourself? And Dr. Crabbe said that you were at the show stage.
Objection!
Well, it's possible that Dr. Crabbe was misinformed or that he misunderstood. The witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack? If you want to play games, Target here would be more than happy to play with you.
We better be careful how we press the witness. Parker is watching us like a hawk.
Witness, continue.
Hold it!
So you're saying the incident took place before cleaning began?
Yeah, I guess so. The captain, Sasha, and I were going to do cleaning together. It's much more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone. In defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers. Nothing more.
What? You want to talk? Well, you have on your side as a cantankerous bird.
What about me? I'm up here all alone.
Are you people done?
You need a witness to keep you focused. For shame, right, Dono?
Hey, I was the only one who kept my mouth shut.
Anyway, the incident happened in the orc pool before the cleaning got started.
Hold it!
Wait.
Okay. 65, yeah. Okay.
Yep, of course. As you know, his best is still 60 feet into the air, so naturally all would do that to the captain, too. What a frightening thought. You mentioned it so casually, Mr. Rhymes. No, I've got to go this way. Oh, it's finally the sweet spot. Oh well.
Mr. Rhymes has claimed that all would kill the victim by sending them flying into the air. Would something like that even be possible in the orc pool room? Something about that statement that bothers me.
Objection!
When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different.
Are you seeing there's some kind of inconsistency with my testimony?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You claimed that the victim isn't flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report shows the apparent cause of death to be from a 65-foot fall.
What?
Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the orca pool. There's only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. The pool was full of water as you claimed. It would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet as the autopsy states. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room so he could make these statements. But the truth must be he was at the show stage just as Dr. Crabbe and Sasha testified.
I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I am grateful to you, Right Dono, for shutting the witness up. As I thought, the only person who could have killed the victim is Sergeant Buckler. That fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca, or not. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out a contradiction in his statement might drive us into a corner. Yes, hello to you too. As Prosecutor
Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deeply...
Oh. sure if I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty. Miss Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha is innocent. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the alcohol room, and Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime. No need for your pity or boldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict. To his defense is no objections. Very well, I will give my verdict.
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say now? The defense has a counter-argument. You do? Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. You sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? I'll be back. Just get myself a drink. I'll still be talking, though. And the worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years ago. Bless me, go by. Goodness me. Oh, poor Mia. Poor Maya? Where is Maya, actually? Bring Maya back, man. That's all we need. Just bring Maya back. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime? Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now? As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Oak Pool Room. Only the defendant and the victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca Pool Room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? I may not be too sure, but I can't back down now. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance. Of course not. The judge knows me far too well. And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the Orca Pool Room where one could fall to one's death. Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder? I was at the show pool. Well, okay, then it's the only place we've got. The show stage pool might have been the drained water at some point as well. And if so, that would be just as possible to fall to one's death. And if so, it would just be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the Orca Pool. Right, Dono. What you're doing is disgrace your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. At least I will, as soon as I think of something. The victim's body was found in the Orca Pool. How to explain that?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca Pool? How about you? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? You would better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. There's no turnabout now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved.
Was there something in the scene? Something in the scene that could have been used to move the body?
Do we go with this or do we go with this? Because it's part of the same. I'm going to say it's this.
The hoist runs between the orc pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock.
The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body.
Yes.
Skull Rock.
It seems like you could also move dead body as well.
Wow. Somehow it worked. I might just be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
You desperately spew conjecture, and now you even make up a crime scene?
Ah, crap. Yeah! Not again!
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And if your fabrication is half-baked, it's a disgrace!
What do you mean half-baked?
The hoist can be operated from the orca pool room only.
Yeah.
The only person who entered the orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself.
Not quite, because she moved the Skull Rock. So if the body was hidden inside the Skull Rock or something. Am I right in saying that? It had been moved from the show pool. Meaning, I can't call Sasha either way. Sasha said she moved all around the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body with herself without being aware of it?
That's right. Do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim?
Do I have an objection to the claim the defendant moved the body? You barely have one. The defense doesn't object. What? Yeah, well, my objection is... Yeah, I can't admit I have one. I haven't thought of one.
That's right, you just felt like saying you had an objection, didn't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I just feel like giving you a penalty. The hoist could only be operated from the orc pool room. Furthermore, the defendant is the only one who entered the orc pool room. Therefore, the defendant is the only one who could have moved the body.
There are no inconsistencies in Prosecutor Blackwell's claim itself. Anything Sasha moved are Orla and the Skull Rock. So that must mean Sasha moved the body without realizing it. Okay, I admit I don't see any problems with Prosecutor Blackwell's claim per se. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body.
What? That's right, you mentioned the defendant committing a murder.
No, I simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it, unbeknownst to her.
And I had moved a dead body without recognizing that it was a dead body? How would that be possible?
The body was found in the orc pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the thing she moved on the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
The Skull Rock?
Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the oak pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest the victim's body may have been inside the Skull Rock.
What?
Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the auger pool with the hoist. The show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the skull rock with the body inside, and then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the rock room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside.
Do you think there's enough space inside the skull rock to place a body?
The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Who obtained the gold rocks hidden in the skull rock?
It says, who obtained the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow.
What's more, if the body was inside the skull rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions.
Such as?
Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from? Please recall, what was Orla doing to the skull rock at this time? She was headbutting it.
Oh!
That's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the skull rock. But the body had been placed inside the skull rock and moved there from the show stage. I said the real murder scene was, in fact, the show stage pool.
Silence.
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair.
Right, Dono.
Mr. Rain, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. I think it all started with that half-baked bluff, too. Phew, that was a close one. Did you really have to ask that last bit?
The murder took place at the show stage. They knew who was the perpetrator.
How long have I been going on for? It doesn't feel like that long. 37 minutes. I think I'm going to leave it off here for today, I think. Well, not for today, at least this episode. Been a little bit hot at the minute, I'm going to be honest. And I really want to chill for a little bit because I'm starting to die a little bit. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click on the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.